Antoinette corset, and I'm going to be reviewing it today. So here is the front, the side, the back, and the other side. So starting with the length and the fit of this, the center front is 14 inches, and then the longest part from the apex down to the hip is 15.5 inches. In terms of the fit of this, this comes just down to the upper hips for me, so it's not a long line corset, although it might feel a little bit longer for those of you who have shorter torsos. The bust in here is surprisingly roomy. When I saw pictures of this corset online, I was kind of worried that I would kind of be, like boobling over and have that foreboob effect on this, because it does kind of flatten and push up the bust, but it is surprisingly roomy, but it's not too roomy. However, if you are lower than about a B cup, then you might find that there is a bit too much room in here, but they are not kidding when they say that this corset can accommodate up to an E cup. There are also hip gores on here, so the hips are very, very roomy, very comfortable, and I find that I'm able to cinch down more in this corset than in other Overbust corsets. Alright, so here is the Antoinette corset laid out flat. In terms of the material, it's made from 3 layers. All layers were 100% cotton, so it allows the skin to breathe really, really nicely. It was especially nice when I was wearing this in the summertime. It has twill for the strength layer, and another layer of twill for the cotton lining here in black. And on top, this is a cotton fashion fabric with flocked roses. What I mean by flocked is it has little rose patterns here that it's kind of raised and it feels fuzzy. So it feels almost like velvet. So how you flock something is just a process where tiny fuzzy fibers are adhered to the fabric, often in elaborate shapes or designs, and it makes it feel like really, really rich. So the waist tape was a little bit difficult to feel, but when I hold this corset up to a strong light, you can actually see the waist tape right there. So it starts there and then it goes down like so. So there is a waist tape in here. It appears to be about 1 inch wide. So in terms of the Modesty panel here in the back, you can see that is 8 inches wide. That is really, really wide. You can see it's also finished with the same kind of fabric, so it has nice continuity all around the back of the corset. It's finished with the white brushed cotton, but it doesn't have any flocking. There is also a protective front placket right here behind the busk. It's stiffened, but it's not stiffened with bone. It's stiffened with a piece of plastic, I think. In terms of the construction of the corset, the inner liner here, it floats except for where the hip gores are sewn, right along here. It's attached there. There are also 6 little tabs to which you can attach garters. Sorry, it's all black, but I hope you can see that. It's made in satin, so it's a little shinier than the other ones. So there are 6 tabs there that you can attach garters to. The external boning channels here and the binding are made from this sort of black heavyweight brushed cotton twill. I love all the different textures of fabric in general, and this corset has like so many different textures. It's kind of fun to touch. The corset is very smooth on me. As you had seen before when I was wearing the corset, it didn't have that many wrinkles around the waist or anything like that, and I think that might have a lot to do with the fact that this was 100% cotton instead of satin. In terms of the boning, although the WKD website said that there were 10 bones, a combination of flat and spiral bones, I counted 12 bones in total for this one, not including the busk. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 on the other side as well. So it's single boned all around, and I felt for a bone in each channel here. It was a little difficult to feel because these boning channels are kind of thick because of the heavy brushed cotton over top of it, but I do feel a bone in each of these channels. So just like the website said, it is a combination of flat and spiral steel boning. So in each of these channels, there are 1/4 inch wide spiral bones, and then on either side of the grommets here, there's an additional 4 flat steel bones, also a 1/4 inch wide. So for the busk, the length of the busk here, as you can see, I hope you can see that tape, it's 13 inches long, and then there's another inch made up on the front because of the binding. So the center front is a total of 14 inches. Now, like all the other busks, this one is not 3/4 of an inch wide, but it's a standard flexible busk that's 1/2 inch wide on each side, and then reinforced by 1 inch wide sheet, which makes it feels more sturdy. I've added annotations about that in all my previous videos. There is talk of 1 inch wide busks being used in all their corsets in the near future. So if you buy this later on, it might come with a wider busk, it might not. You would have to actually write them and see. And here are the grommets from the inside. The grommets are 24 two-piece size 0 grommets along the back. They're nice and smooth. There are no split grommets that catch the laces, and there are no signs of popping out, as you can see here. And this corset has been heavily used over the summer. And here's another close-up of the grommets, this time from the front. You can see there are no signs of wear around the fabric here. The first place that you would probably see the wear is right where the bunny ears are, but you can see it's very sturdy there. And all the other ones are fine as well. So here are the laces that actually come with the corset. As you can see, they're fine, even though I've had this corset for several months now. They're 3/8 7-inch wide, and they're flat braided nylon lace right here. They're very strong, they're not too elastic, they haven't frayed yet, so I'm pretty happy about it. So lastly, what's the price of this Floral Antoinette corset? It's actually cheaper than the normal black Antoinette corset. This is £160 from the UK store, or $250 from the US store. I wish I had gotten this video out just a week earlier, because they had this style of corset on discount from their eBay boutique because it was just a little bit dirty. But as always, check their eBay page on a regular basis, because I think this corset was being sold for $140 instead of $250, so that is awesome. So yeah, check out their eBay boutique really regularly. And now for the bust test. So even though I didn't pop out in any of the 4 parts of the bust test, I have to say that I didn't feel very secure while I was raising my shoulders or raising my arms. So I probably wouldn't, wear this corset to a concert and start, waving my hands, jumping up and down. I don't think that would be a very safe situation unless you were wearing some sort of camisole underneath. However, you saw for yourself, it did have a 4 out of 4 on the bust test for me. However, it kind of depends on how large you are up top and how tight you tie it in the back. So this concludes the review for the Antoinette Overbust Corset by WKD did, and in the next couple days I'm going to be reviewing the last of their overbust corsets, the Lore corset, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you all then. Bye!